Have you ever paused to consider why something as deeply personal as sex would still hold significance after celebrating your 60th, 70th, or even 80th birthday? After all, isn't the common belief that sexual activity naturally fades with age, becoming a hazy memory like those high school dances or summer flings? Not quite. What if I told you that stepping away from physical intimacy might be silently eroding your health, your happiness, and even your years on this earth? As Dr. Eleanor Vance, who has dedicated decades to working closely with aging patients, I can assure you that sex isn't a frivolous luxury in your golden years. It's a vital lifeline. You might not notice the subtle erosion at first. Perhaps you feel a bit more sluggish in the morning. Maybe your joints are a little stiffer. Your heart beats a tad faster after climbing a flight of stairs, or your memories feel a touch foggier, and then come the emotional shifts. You might begin to feel more alone, less connected, perhaps even a bit invisible. But that's not just the inevitable march of time. That could be the quiet impact of a life lacking physical intimacy. Now, before we delve deeper, if you haven't already, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss another crucial health insight tailored just for you. If you're finding this information valuable, type 1 in the comments below. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can create even better content for you. 1. Your heart health suffers. It might surprise you to learn that your heart, not just your emotions, but your actual physical heart, relies on more than just diet and medication to stay strong as you age. Regular sexual activity, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, acts like a gentle cardio workout. It boosts blood circulation, lowers blood pressure, and helps maintain the elasticity of your arteries. In fact, numerous studies demonstrate that seniors who remain sexually active tend to experience fewer heart-related complications. It's not about the intensity or the frequency, it's about consistency and connection. When intimacy fades, the body loses one of its most natural ways to stay vital. Without this form of activity, the heart can become more susceptible to stress, inflammation, and long-term disease. Imagine skipping your daily mile walk or ignoring your prescribed medication. Letting go of sexual health can carry just as serious consequences. Many seniors don't realize that the heart benefits immensely from closeness, touch, and physical affection, just as much as it does from structured exercise or restful sleep. The message is clear. Nurturing intimacy is nurturing your heart. Two muscles and joints lose vitality too. When we think about staying physically strong in our later years, most of us picture gym workouts or walking routines. But what if one of the most often overlooked ways to maintain muscle tone and joint flexibility is through regular sexual activity? Intimacy naturally engages multiple muscle groups, encourages movement, and even helps improve balance and coordination. For seniors, this kind of physical engagement can be both enjoyable and incredibly beneficial. Without it, muscles begin to weaken more quickly, joints become stiffer, and overall mobility starts to decline. It's a quiet shift, one you might not notice right away, but over time your body responds to a lack of stimulation with reduced strength and a greater risk of injury. What's more, the confidence that comes from feeling physically capable often stems from regular movement, including the kind that happens in the bedroom. Losing that connection can lead to a more sedentary lifestyle, creating a challenging cycle to break. 3. Your brain takes a hit. Most people don't immediately associate sex with brain health, but the connection is powerful, especially as we age. During sexual activity, the brain releases a cocktail of beneficial chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. These aren't just feel-good hormones. They play a vital role in improving mood, reducing stress, and enhancing memory and cognitive function. For seniors, staying mentally sharp becomes more important than ever, and regular intimacy can help support those crucial brain functions naturally. On the other hand, when sex disappears from your life, the brain misses out on these crucial neurological benefits. Over time, this can lead to increased anxiety, feelings of depression, and even early cognitive decline. Emotional intimacy and physical connection keep neural pathways active and engaged, helping your brain stay responsive and resilient. Just like a muscle, your brain needs stimulation to stay strong, and intimacy is one of the most natural and enjoyable forms of mental exercise you can experience. Neglecting this vital part of your life doesn't just affect your body, It quietly robs your mind of the spark that makes you feel fully alive. 4. Emotional intimacy begins to fade. As we gracefully grow older, emotional connection becomes even more essential. But without the foundation of physical intimacy, that precious bond can quietly weaken. Sex is not merely a physical act. It's a profound expression of affection, trust, and vulnerability. When that intimate connection fades, couples often begin to feel more like roommates than romantic partners. Conversations become routine, affection grows scarce, and the spark that once made you feel wanted, seen, and deeply loved slowly dims. For many seniors, the absence of intimacy leads to feelings of profound loneliness, even within a seemingly committed relationship. And loneliness is more than just a fleeting emotion. It's been scientifically linked to real health issues such as depression, increased blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Emotional intimacy thrives on small gestures, gentle touch, meaningful eye contact, simple closeness, and yes, sex is one of the most powerful ways to maintain that essential sense of closeness. Letting go of it means letting go of one of the strongest emotional anchors in your relationship. 5. Sleep becomes a struggle. As we age, achieving quality restorative sleep often becomes more elusive, but few people truly realize just how closely sleep and sexual activity are interconnected. After the satisfying release of sexual intimacy, your body naturally produces prolactin, a remarkable hormone that promotes relaxation and makes it significantly easier to drift off into a restful slumber. Simultaneously, oxytocin, often lovingly referred to as the cuddle hormone, is released, effectively reducing stress and quelling anxiety. Two of the biggest culprits behind those frustrating restless nights for many older adults. While sleep issues are often treated with various medications, the solution might be far more natural and undeniably more enjoyable. When intimacy disappears from your life, these calming chemical reactions vanish with it, leaving your body feeling tense and your mind frustratingly overactive. If you've been tossing and turning, struggling to stay asleep, or waking up feeling utterly exhausted, a missing ingredient in your life could very well be the loss of connection and physical closeness. Restorative sleep profoundly supports memory consolidation, mood regulation, sustained energy levels, and overall health. In other words, the lack of sexual activity can disrupt far more than just your bedtime routine. 6. Self-esteem and confidence decline. The aging process can sometimes take a toll on how we view ourselves, but nothing impacts our self-confidence more quietly and insidiously than the gradual loss of physical intimacy. When you're no longer touched, desired, or engaged in the profound act of sexual connection, it's easy to start feeling invisible. Over time, many seniors begin to mistakenly believe that their best years are firmly behind them, that being attractive, wanted, or sexually alive is somehow exclusively reserved for the young. But that limiting belief is simply untrue. Physical intimacy sends powerful, undeniable emotional signals that unequivocally affirm your inherent worth, your enduring vitality, and your ongoing ability to both give and receive profound love. Without it, insidious self-doubt can slowly creep in. You might start to avoid looking in the mirror, consciously disconnect from your loving partner, or even stop expressing affection altogether. Not because the deep caring has vanished, but because you no longer feel inherently desirable. Intimacy, no matter how gentle or how infrequent, serves as a powerful reminder that you are still vibrantly here, still undeniably beautiful in your own unique way, and still entirely capable of deep, meaningful connection. Reclaiming this vital part of yourself often restores a profound sense of confidence in ways that ripple positively into every single area of your life. 7. Your immune system weakens. When most people think about boosting their immunity, their minds often jump to taking vitamins, engaging in regular exercise, or diligently washing their hands. But few truly realize that sex plays a surprisingly significant role in keeping your immune system robust and strong, especially in your later years. Regular sexual activity has been scientifically linked to higher levels of immunoglobulin, AIG, a critical antibody that diligently helps defend your body against common colds, bothersome infections, and other unwelcome illnesses. It also actively supports balanced hormone levels, reduces chronic inflammation, and promotes overall cellular health. Without the intricate hormonal and neurological responses naturally triggered by intimacy, the immune system can become sluggish, making it demonstrably harder for your body to effectively fight off those ubiquitous, common viruses and recover quickly when illness strikes. This decline isn't usually immediate or dramatic. It often happens slowly, subtly over time, often without you consciously noticing. Actively restoring a healthy and fulfilling sex life doesn't just uplift your precious spirit, it powerfully strengthens your body's innate physical defenses from the inside out. 8. Stress and anxiety increase. As we gracefully age, the specific sources of stress in our lives may evolve, but the toll that unrelenting stress takes on both our physical bodies and our mental well-being only tends to grow heavier. What many people don't fully realize is that sexual intimacy is one of the most effective and entirely natural stress relievers readily available to us. During the beautiful act of sex, the body releases a powerful and beneficial combination of hormones, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. These remarkable neurochemicals actively work to reduce feelings of anxiety, profoundly calm the nervous system, and create a lasting sense of emotional balance and well-being. These natural hormones act as a built-in mood stabilizer, gently helping to ease tension and promote a deep sense of safety and connection with your partner. However, when intimacy fades from your life, so too does this invaluable natural coping mechanism. Over time, stress can begin to build. Restorative sleep often suffers, and even small worries can start to feel overwhelmingly significant. Without that crucial physical outlet, anxiety may manifest as persistent restlessness, increased irritability, or even tangible physical symptoms, such as nagging headaches and uncomfortable muscle tension. 9. Relationships become more fragile. One of the quietest yet most profound consequences of lost intimacy is its gradual yet significant impact on the very foundation of your loving relationship. Over time, when physical connection begins to fade, emotional distance often inevitably follows. Couples who once shared a deep sense of closeness, comforting warmth, and genuine affection can slowly, almost imperceptibly, grow apart. Not necessarily because the deep love they once shared has vanished, but because they gradually stop actively expressing that love in the deeply meaningful ways that truly matter. Sexual intimacy is far more than just a purely physical act. It serves as a powerful and unspoken language of profound trust, deep vulnerability, and strong emotional bonding. Without this vital form of communication, even the strongest and most enduring partnerships can begin to feel strangely flat or emotionally distant. The spontaneous laughter, the playful interactions, and those cherished unplanned moments that once brought so much joy and connection can slowly be replaced by an unsettling silence or a predictable, monotonous routine. Meaningful communication may suffer, and both partners can begin to feel subtly neglected or even deeply undesired. Intimacy acts as the essential glue that helps keep relationships vibrant, emotionally fulfilling, and resilient, no matter how many wonderful decades have lovingly passed. 10. The body forgets, use it or lose it. As potentially uncomfortable as it might be to openly admit, the remarkable human body is inherently designed to respond directly to use, just as our muscles undeniably weaken when we stop engaging in regular physical exercise. Our natural sexual function also begins to gradually fade when it's no longer actively engaged. For men, this may subtly manifest as decreased erectile function or noticeably longer arousal times. For women, it can unfortunately lead to increased vaginal dryness, discomfort during intimacy, and a loss of natural elasticity. These significant changes don't typically happen suddenly overnight. They occur slowly, almost imperceptibly, until one day physical intimacy can unfortunately feel more challenging than genuinely desirable. This can sadly create a negative cycle. Discomfort leads to avoidance, and avoidance in turn leads to further functional decline. But here's the empowering truth: your incredible body is trying to communicate. Staying sexually active in whatever way feels comfortable and pleasurable for you actively helps to preserve essential function. It keeps vital blood flowing, maintains healthy tissues, and keeps the intricate nervous system responsive. Even gentle forms of intimacy can help the body remember what it's wonderfully capable of. Ignoring this fundamental need may seem harmless at first, but over time, It can make regaining both comfort and confidence in this intimate area of your life significantly more difficult. What you can do starting today, no matter your current age or how long it's been since you prioritize intimacy, reclaiming this vital part of your life is absolutely possible, and it can genuinely begin today. The very first and arguably most important step is open and honest communication. Talk openly and vulnerably with your loving partner about how you're truly feeling, what you genuinely miss, and what you would both like to actively rebuild together. Honesty and genuine vulnerability lay the essential foundation for real and lasting reconnection. If you're currently facing any physical challenges that are hindering intimacy, please don't hesitate to speak openly and frankly with your trusted doctor. There are often effective solutions available for common issues like persistent dryness, decreased libido, or erectile dysfunction, many of which are surprisingly simple and readily accessible. Start small and intentionally gentle. Physical touch, comforting, cuddling, holding hands and expressing tender affection all genuinely count. These seemingly small moments of loving connection can often naturally lead to deeper closeness and a renewed sense of intimacy. If you happen to be single, please don't ever underestimate the profound value of self-connection. Exploring your own unique needs and what brings you comfort can help keep both your body and your mind intimately in tune. Stay open-minded and genuinely curious. Try new things that pique your interest. Approach the idea of intimacy with patience, and most importantly, give yourself full permission to experience joy and pleasure. You haven't somehow aged out of desire. You've simply been waiting for the perfect moment to rediscover it. That empowering moment is now meaningful. Reconnection doesn't require perfection. It only requires the sincere willingness to begin again. One gentle touch, one heartfelt conversation, one deeply shared moment at a time. The truth about aging and intimacy. Aging does not signify the inevitable end of intimacy. In fact, it can beautifully signify the beginning of a deeper, more meaningful connection with both yourself and your cherished partner. The gradual loss of physical closeness isn't just about what happens or doesn't happen in the bedroom. It profoundly affects your precious heart, your brilliant mind, your vital relationships, your overall physical health, and your fundamental sense of feeling truly alive and engaged in the world. But here's the most empowering truth of all. It is genuinely never too late to actively reclaim this essential part of your life. You are still inherently worthy of love, deep desire, profound pleasure, and meaningful connection, no matter your current age. Let go of the outdated and limiting belief that intimacy somehow exclusively belongs to the young. You still possess the precious gift of time, the vital energy and the boundless capacity of your heart to both give and receive love in profoundly powerful and truly life-enhancing ways. The path forward isn't about futilely chasing a fleeting idea of youthful exuberance. It's about wholeheartedly embracing the beautiful and unique person you are today and consciously choosing not to let outdated fears or limiting assumptions dictate how fully and authentically you live each precious day. Reconnect, reignite, rediscover. Because the most fulfilling and joyful years of your life aren't necessarily behind you. They are vibrantly waiting to be intentionally created with courage and with an open heart. If you've been feeling like something significant has been quietly missing from your life, now is absolutely the opportune moment to actively reach for more. Not just more years on the calendar, but more genuine joy, deeper closeness, and a richer, more vibrant life. You deserve nothing less. These valuable lessons are lovingly meant to inspire you to live your life fully and authentically right now. Now, I would genuinely love to hear from you. Please take a quiet moment to thoughtfully reflect and then share just one key thing you've learned from this discussion and one actionable step you plan to apply in your own life moving forward. Let's create a supportive community where we can all learn and grow together on this important journey toward embracing these fundamental truths. If you found this video insightful and valuable, please take a moment to leave a comment with a 1. If for any reason you didn't find it helpful, please feel free to comment with a 0. Your honest feedback truly means a lot to us, and it helps us create even better content for you in the future. And please don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who might benefit from this important message, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more empowering content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to living life fully, vibrantly and joyfully on your own beautiful terms. A valuable lesson for the audience. The profound lesson here is that intimacy, in its broadest sense, encompassing physical touch, emotional connection, and sexual expression, is not a luxury to be discarded with age, but rather a fundamental human need that continues to significantly contribute to our overall health, happiness, and well-being throughout our entire lives. Actively nurturing intimacy in whatever form feels right and comfortable for you is an investment in your heart, your mind, your body, and the enduring strength of your cherished relationships. Please rate this video on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most valuable and insightful.